If you're playing in doubles and your partner on the left-hand side is aggressively taking these metal balls, see how I'm shifting my body over to take this third. Now, what my son is doing is that he's actually backing up a little bit. I understand what he was trying to do. He was trying to give me space, which is great. However, instead of backing up, what he could have done, and is what I recommend in general, is to shift over to the side and move up slightly this way. So he's always 1 or 2 steps ahead of me, who's having to stop and take the ball. So this way, if my drop shot ends up being a good quality drop shot, then he can capitalize this by moving up to the closing on the net quickly. And if they pop up the ball, he's going to be in a position to finish that ball. But instead, what happened was that my son was just standing there. He backed up a little bit and then he's still assessing the ball. Now he recognizes a good drop. He's moving in, but you can see here how far behind my son is in relation to where I was. In theory, if you're the person taking the third shot, your partner should always be in front of you, and your partner should always be able to get to the net before you do, right? Because you have to stop, you have to stay behind and take that shot. Your partner is just standing there, and your partner should be moving slightly ahead of you, right? As soon as you see that drop is going to be a good one, move up, apply pressure at the net. Okay, over here, so I drop it in front of me. Usually, I would be dropping the ball cross court in front of my partner. I would be forcing the guy to hit the ball towards me because my partner would have this angle locked down. But in this case, I dropped it over here because the guy in white is not coming up. He's just taking his time to come up. I have a lot of real estate to hit a drop shot. And even if the drop is a little high, he is not in a position to punish me with a good fourth shot volley. That's why I dropped it to this guy over here. Okay. So I moved up. Now the guy again recognizes my son is still moving up to the kitchen, leaving a large amount of space in front of him. And he does the same thing. Just head the ball to where the empty spaces are. But imagine, if my son was already here, by the time he hits the ball, then he could have attacked that ball because that ball came over the net quite high, right? So he returns the ball to me. Very good return, by the way. Got enough height and very deep. I took the third and watched my son. This time, he's actually in front of me, over here. Watching the ball, assessing, he's waiting to see if I was going to be able to hit a good drop or not. And then when he saw the trajectory of the ball, he recognized that was going to be a good drop. He moved up very quickly. See how this time he was actually in front of me. He got to the kitchen before me. And as a result, what this is doing is that as my son moves up to the net, I'm following him. This is going to put a lot of pressure on this guy here, because my son is not giving too much space for him to hit the ball in front of him. Then for the other team, the best thing for him to do is to hit it cross court to where he's going to have more real estate. And that is exactly what he did here. Because if he hits a bad ball towards my son and the ball pops up in the air, my son was going to be in the right position to punish him with a volley. Let's see. So he hits the ball cross court towards me, which is good, and my son is already at the kitchen.